So if there's no video from yesterday, that is why. We are recording now. We are in the Philippines. If we ever lose power, ever lose Wi-Fi, just realize we'll be back. Today we got Mr. Chris Palmer, got Mrs. Holly Starks in the house. If Holly filling up to it, she can chime in as well.
Hey, I'm here. I'm watching the Pack game. So if I don't answer, I'm screaming because I want them to win.
I made a nice little video you'll like, Chris. I ranked a YouTube video, then I used the Peaky Blinders, and at the very end where it shows me at the top, it says, why? Because we got to put their foot on their neck.
That's it, man. That's fair. Why not? It's only right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Start dropping your comments in below. I got Chris and Holly in here. So anybody, y'all got questions about SEO, Google My Business, anything, just make sure to ask.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. And then on top of it, in that same situation, I helped my friend Jason. I told him, I said, here's the template. Do what I say to do. And he's already number 3.
That's awesome. And what's his channel looking like? Is it
no, he hasn't done diddly squat. He's just now trying to really get back into YouTube and stuff because he's seeing what I'm doing. And I told him, I said, just do this. And I said, if you do this, then the next step, what I do is in the embed and then this and then these. But I'm considering doing kind of like get 4 or 5 of us to go after the same keywords and push someone down into the bottomless pit.
For sure. Yeah, and you can accomplish it. You're like, I've seen lots and lots of people just push people down by themselves.
Because all you got to do, you multiple videos, spin the damn videos, all types of crap. But
for sure.
So let's see here. We are at 30 people. All right, all right. How important is it to do location pages on the money site? What if the client doesn't want to do location pages? How do you set expectations?
So they don't want to do any location sites, any location pages at all, not even service-based location pages, like nothing. What are they only targeting one area? Is that the reason? I think it's kind of tough not to have any locations. I mean, you're really taking away from relevancy of the overall site and the area that you're targeting. I would try to lean them towards having some location-based pages, just to add relevance to the overall site. Even if you have to hide them, like silo them down into, you can't reach them until you're, on a service page. As far as expectation is concerned, I mean, I would have that talk with them. I mean, you're leaving a lot on the table by not giving that relevance, in my opinion. Especially if it's a local based site, that just seems, wow, that doesn't seem wise of them. Right.
Yep. And I'm the same way. If you don't want location pages, I mean, I might do what if they don't want them whatsoever, can I hide them in the accordion? But I still want them in the menu. I mean, I kind of have to. For me, the way I, if you will, manage expectations, it's either my way or the highway. I mean, just the easiest way. Too many agencies I've seen try to bend over backwards to appease the client when in reality is they're coming to you because you're supposed to know how to get them what they want, which is rankings, not the other way around. If you go to a doctor because you have pain that you can't get rid of, you don't go, well, wait up a minute, doctor. I'm not cool with that. I don't like that. You might say that, but you then say, go get a second opinion somewhere else. Then,
Yep.
So that's just the way I do it. But
yeah, I like the accordion idea for hiding, floating or internal silos. That's what we do. So
Yeah, and that's what they just mentioned too, more of just how I do it, the down and dirty things to do, places to go. So if they don't like that, I would do like Chris does, hide them in the accordion. Because after Chris said that, we tested it and we had some other people test it, and it still picks it up. It still sees it. Of course it sees it, but it still ranks more importantly. As long as it ranks, I'm cool. Do me a, what's it? Patrick William, what do you say to an SEO client when they hesitate to do location pages? I won't work with them. It's that simple for me. I know how powerful they are, and I'll just put it like that. So if you don't want it, I can't fathom why. I just talked to someone yesterday and I told them, so generally speaking, I can get a location page on page one, if not in the top 3 within a week or less. Yeah, generally that's how fast it works. So
Well, and you saw William, I guess I consulted with somebody you were working with, a maid, a cleaning guy. And him and I spoke, and I told him, "Hey, get these up on the page." And I guess you walked with. Do you remember this? Do you remember this guy?
I remember a maid company that came to me, and then nothing ever happened from it. Were they in the UK?
He lives in Thailand.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And then he runs inside, and then the agencies in the United States. But in any case, I was telling him to implement that. I guess he went to you for a second opinion, and he showed you.
I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
And then I guess he took both of our advices, and now he's doing very well. He's doing very well.
I told him, I said, because he asked me about it, and I remember him coming to me about that, and I was like, do this, this, and this. And I remember him saying he had spoken to you.
Yep.
So.
You and I do them a little differently, but we both do them.
It's the same thing. We're doing them. It's a matter of you do things one way, but I'm still going to, for the most part, I'm like, if you ever hear my consults, it's like, if you ask Chris, Chris is going to tell you to do this. It might be a little bit different. I said, but he's still going to tell you to do it. Now ask Chris, for example, is it better, Chris, to have 1 GMB on one website or have 5 GMBs on the same website?
I would like to separate them. I mean, if I have the budget.
That's what I'm saying. But Chris, I know Chris will tell you, well, you can do it.
Yeah, you can.
But it's best if you have the money. Let's separate them up. And that's the way, you said, Brent says it, Michael says it, everybody says it. So I always usually tell them, say, good.
Optimization.
I talk to them all the time. I say, go talk to Chris. Talk to Chris about it. And then I had a client yesterday, matter of fact, he was like, he wanted to do international. And I said, well, go to Chris. I said, but I don't know your pricing, but I said, international, I said, I won't touch it for less than like $5,000 or $6,000. I said, that's me. I said, now go to Chris. I said, it's probably going to be at least around that.
Yeah. A month. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what I told him. I said, and I even told him, so do you got an extra, let's say $60,000 for this year just to put on this, site that you're wanting to rank for? And this was, what was it? It was I forget. I did so many yesterday.
And you get what you pay for. Like I talk to clients, I tell them I can do it for this, or I could do it for this. And there's a massive difference. Like the link types that I'm using. What kind of content am I going to use? Who's going to work on it? You want my VA to do it, or do you want me to do it? I mean, it's massively different. Most people want the cheaper option for sure.
Yeah, that's generally what they try to go for. I'm like, the cheap route can take forever too, or you can do expensive and get it done rather fast. That's like, for instance, 50,000 words of content. You got an extra. I would charge, let's say, around $3,000. And most people say, no, I'd rather wait. But I know, get that 50,000 words of content, give me a week, and that thing is going to be ranking.
50, that's like 50 pages at 1,000 or 75 at like,
a lot.
1,000 and some change.
Bulk it out.
Yep. That's exactly what I just did. I had an air duct guy as soon as I went to my writer, that's exactly what I did. I said, hey,
Yeah.
about that mark right there, 50,000. That's about
Yeah.
the first batch. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, Dan Navarro, he's I believe he works a little bit with Holly. He has a real estate, from what I remember, if this is correct. Dan, who would you choose? I mean, Chris, should I choose to use for guest post backlinks?
So I think that's an interesting topic. 99.9%. I mean, nobody's. It's going to be tough for somebody to tell you their provider.
Especially if it's good.
Yeah, there's quite a few networks, but they're not open to everybody. Like most of the really good ones that I've came across, they're usually white labeling to agencies because there's a minimum order, like the good stuff. But there are opportunities out there though that you can get placements on really good sites, but you're going to pay $200. You're going to pay $300. So unfortunately right now I can't say, hey, go to this website. This is high quality and it's a fair price. So I'm sorry about that.
Let's see here. And if they're coming, I'll give you this much. If they're coming to your inbox saying, hey, I provide guest blog posts, probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. I'll give you that much.
Yeah. But PBN links, yeah. I mean,
I get them all the time where there's I'm an SEO provider. Here's all this stuff.
Oh, you should have saw that. I just got one of those today and I told the persona some quite derogatory things because they just keep messaging me and messaging me. Usually
I could never imagine you doing derogatory.
No, I'm usually I try to keep things relatively professional. I mean, I don't look professional, but I try to, like be professional with these people. But after a while, man, I get it's a little much.
My first client, Chris, I remember talking about looking professional. My first one I ever went to go see, he was a multimillionaire. This is one of the first people I ever really helped with SEO. I went in flip-flops and shorts.
Nice.
And he was with a regular agency that wasn't giving him results and wasn't giving him what he needed. And he went with me. We got it ranked. It was a co-location facility. He worked with people like the Big G, Amazon, banks and stuff. And then they sold it for close to $1 billion.
Nice.
And then he gave everybody, not me, unfortunately, but he gave everybody a lot of money. I'll put it that way, when they sold off and to partners and all that shit. So
nice. That sounds
but
good.
Yeah, that's one of the first ones I ever did. And I just, whatever, to me, professional, it's like whatever makes you comfortable. You're paying me to get rankings, not to look like, whatever it is you want me to look like. Yeah. So what else we got here? Is the same template for YouTube you all gave us, William? I add to my template quite often. So if you know me, there are times where you may have the current template or not, but I'll sit there and constantly add to it. Like I do different things. You've noticed, like if you ever even look at my channel, there are things I've noticed, and I start implementing questions, open-ended questions. Now have TubeBuddy, so I may go, hey, you need to use TubeBuddy, and here's why to use TubeBuddy. Did you know, for example, TubeBuddy shows you when you look at your commenters who's actually subscribed to your channel versus who's not. So maybe you should change your comments on the people that aren't subscribed and ask them to subscribe. Something like that. So yeah, let's see. Patrick, can you also hide the location info in the schema? To me is, once again, why would you want to hide your location info in schema? Why?
Maybe, or add. You can add, and adding in extra has maps or same as details. Hiding.
I think maybe what he's saying, instead of putting it on the website, put the location page information into the actual schema. But that's still not you know,
Why? You know,
not a very wise move to me. Okay. Can Jezreel says, can we have a training for this guest posting? Matter of fact, Chris, FYI on training, Chris is finalized
I'm doing it right now.
the
Actually, as we
the training on the backlinks and then the training on G-Stack. So by next week, that's what we're going to be going over. Okay.
well,
I'm gonna be
tonight I'll have-
dropping it and stuff.
tonight
Soon as
I'll have
Chris
the
has
URL.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
As
bro.
soon as you have it, then I'm gonna drop it to everybody and you gotta register for it. And it's gonna be a paid training with Chris. So
Yep.
and it'll be well worth it. You know, you're talking a million something freaking backlinks that Chris has obtained over, you know, months and months and months of hard work.
Yep. The GSA,
So-
I got about 6.4 million links.
Good
know,
God.
Yeah. Plus the training.
It's a
There
lot.
you go.
Plus the training.
Yeah. Plus the training.
Okay.
Here's how you do it. And then here's a little jump start to get you started.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. My boy, I know Furlan, he's gonna be one to be wanting on it because he's like GSA, and I mentioned citations. He's like, what? Citations on GSA? I was like, yes, let me show you. And I'm sitting showing him. He's like, mind blown.
Oh yeah.
He's like, Chris, he's always got all these little secrets. I said, that's why you got to sit there. I said, he'll do it for 3 hours. You may sit there for 3 hours, watch and be like, that little sneaky son of a bitch. And then you catch one little thing in there. It's like, what is he doing here? And then it pops in. So
That's it, man.
as I told him, I said, you may not want to sit around for 3 hours, but I'm going to guarantee you're going to regret it if you don't.
Yep.
So
Sometimes there's some good. I try. You know, I try.
Sometimes you're being very humble there, Chris. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. William gave review and thumbs up on a couple. Yeah, there's going to be a couple we're going to be doing. William and Chris, do you create multiple GMBs for an SEO client, one city for each keyword plus city? So I understand. So roofer plus this, roofing contractor plus this, shingle roofer. If I can and they got the budget, I would all day long. What do you think, Chris?
You hit the nail on the head. It's all about the budget. I just went over this in a past group I was just in. If ideal, so optimized is going to be build out all your locations, you build out all of your services. Then based on your locations, when they pick a location, it'll take them to a location service lander. And then location 2 service location. So if you have 20 services in 10 locations, that's a lot of pages. Think of the authority, the relevance. I mean, wow. Yeah. All the keywords you're going to get. My goodness. Especially if you're using some decent content. Yeah, man. What's the word? Cloud coverage.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Or pick. You went to SEO Underground, did you not?
SEO Underground. Yep. NFG. Yeah. I spoke at,
I just don't see you in any of these pictures. That's why I'm like, Craig, what the hell's going on? Where's my homeboy Chris? I know you. I thought you were there at SEO Underground. You're not a camera dude, I suppose.
Well, no. Well, SEO Underground, I was there, but because it was in the UK and due to restrictions, I wasn't able to fly over there. So they streamed me in on the big screen. Plus, maybe my talk might not have made it. I don't know if it made it to the recording. I'm not sure.
No, I'm specifically, I just see Craig's pictures and stuff. I'm like, I know Chris was there. What's up? He's just not a camera dude.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely. I like the camera. But no, I don't know. And did you see did they have recordings on that one or no? Probably not.
I haven't seen recordings on it.
Yeah, I don't think they would have did that one.
I went to, I'm at their page right now. Yeah, they have no recordings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They just have pictures.
It was a grayer hat type event. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I talked to some of the other guys. I think I maybe crossed the line a little bit, but I think it was more of a gray hat / black hat.
Yeah, they said they wanted to learn black hat, and you said, well, let's do black hat. I mean,
yeah, let's do Black Hat. I mean, I was gonna go way more in depth, but I chose not to because they told me not to do that. But other than that, we had a lot of fun though.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Dan, willing to pay whatever, just want quality links. He's talking about other blog posts again.
Oh,
so.
okay. I was about to say GSA. I don't know about that. Quality and GSA don't really. You can get something. I don't know about quality. Like,
Yeah, most
high
people want
PR.
quality is like high everything. So,
but what's high
Harry,
quality?
yeah.
Right? That's a discussion. Anything that's in your link graph is high quality. So anything you or your competition or your competition's competition has that's in your link graph, that's high quality, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, William.
No, most people just want, oh, well, Href says it's toxic or whatever. I said, do you realize if you look at their definition of toxic, it's basically if it comes from a website that looks like it's built for backlinking purposes, if they think it has too many backlinks, if they think it doesn't look good enough, it is toxic.
Yep. They still promote broken link building as a actual strategy. Obviously, they haven't tried that in a very long. You know how long that takes and how much work that is?
Yeah, I've mentioned that before. It's like you can go and find broken links, then reach out to the person who want to fix it, and then you fix it, and then you go in there and insert your own link and all that. It's a lot of freaking work.
Way too much work. And then the outreach, then you have to have the content, then you got to do this, then you're, oh my gosh, all the back and forth. Nah, no thanks. I'd rather just take the 50 or $100 and buy one.
Harry, I'm not so sure what I understand what you're saying. It says block every one of them my own self. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. You're talking about the people that come in and inbox, especially if we're running the groups 102,000. I get them all the time. Or, hey, honey. And it's like,
yeah,
I'm happily married, and you don't call me honey if you got a picture of a dude, please.
They get me with those other ones. You know, I'm a sucker for blondes, right? So they'll hit me in Facebook and say, hey, Chris, I got guest posts. And I'm like, all right, you got me. Click. And then it's like a list, all misspellings. I'm like, your name's not Samantha.
Yeah. Let's see, Graham. This is cause for concern if you operate GMBs or Google products from the United States. From Google, it says, over the past year and a half, the pandemic has created challenges for American businesses. We've heard from many of you how to deal with digital tools, how to adopt, blah, blah, blah. Some of you have expressed concerns about proposed regulations in Congress that would have unintended consequences. It's a long. Posted in the group. That's really freaking long, dude.
They're basically saying, they're basically saying that they're going to remove your phone number and your address from your GMBs and also break synchronization between Google products. So this could be a major disruption.
Yes.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah. Dan Navarro, Chris, take my money now. Those are my favorite people. Take my money.
Yeah.
Do you want me to charge it on the credit card I have on file?
Well, yes, go ahead, please.
Or they think it's going to be like astronomical. I get that one a lot. They think it's going to be, $300 or $400, and then they're like, wait a minute. That always makes me feel bad though. Like, you should have charged more. I'm like, really? You think so? I used to hate that, man, because I early on, I bought a couple. Like, I bought Nathan Gotch's at one point. Dude, that was crazy. So yeah, I try to be very fair. I'm a fair guy. I'm very comfortable at this point in my life. So
Patrick, yes, I mean, put the location info in the schema. Yeah. I just personally, I don't work with anybody that doesn't want me to give me free reign. Personally, give me free reign or go somewhere else. Personally, that's just me.
For SEO?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mandatory. Oh yeah, I get free reign. Oh, absolutely. And my VAs, because I had to put that into a clause into the proposals and the contracts now, that I'm, Chris Palmer is overseeing, but you will be dealing with a VA or a manager. Like, you're not, I mean, do you honestly think that I'm doing every single thing? Like that would be how could I possibly do that?
Yeah.
You know, so
I get that a lot lately. It's like, cause they want direct access like they used to get. And I'm just like, I can't do it anymore, bro. You realize I would not be able to do anything. You know,
Yeah,
you can't, how can you do it?
well, yeah, and I've been watching what you've been up to too. You couldn't do it that takes a little bit of manpower, you know,
Yeah.
what you've been up to. That's a little bit of work, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Next week, I mentioned this in class, like Monday, Tuesday, our Monday, which is y'all Sunday. So officially y'all Sunday, Monday, we're off because they have Day of the Dead, in which they go to their graves and they honor their family and all that stuff. It's a Catholic thing. So
with the
so
volume
no
of
work for
training,
them.
and I'm like intrigued. Like your team handles a majority of the work though, huh?
They handle
Because the level of
90% of it.
yeah.
And then whenever I get involved, I need to look at something. I look at everything for every 30 days. And if it's not moving, then I can say, okay, why? And then I look at everything. Are we missing something? Did something fall through the cracks, or yes or no? Or like I just had a client, it's a audio-visual company, rental company.
Yep.
The key words that we have pages built out for, we're ranking for. Then he's saying, well, I'm not ranking for this. And then I looked at it and I was, well, not one damn page
not even on the
is
site.
even on the site. And you've been saying you want to rank for this. So we need to change this. So I need content. So he immediately ordered the content. And so now we're building out all the pages and everything. So that's generally that's when I get involved. And then when we hire new people, I have to put them through the training and the teaching and everything else. So, and that's originally why I started GMB Reloaded or GMB Mastermind, was to document my SOPs and then give them to my team, not to give them to everybody.
Right.
That kind of just happened. And, I give them to my team, pull them through the training, small group training, stuff like that. And that's how everything just kind of snowballed. So
I tested out something. After we spoke, I purchased the tool, took a look at to see what the other guys were doing, to see the volume or how many links were involved and what was going on. And I found something very interesting. So I went ahead, I built out a network, 1,200 sites, took the video, embedded it, put it across the 1,200 sites, put the share link, put the regular link, just like I saw. And I noticed, put the content in there, the whole nine. Long story short of it is this. Very small movement in the YouTube platform itself. However, it took over the SERP, the organic SERP, which I thought was very, very interesting. And also this was a SERP where I was position number 1. And there was never a video on that SERP. It was way, way, way down. I think it was page 2.
Nice.
Now it's just the video. I think it's really intriguing. I'm going to keep messing with it, but that's where I'm at so far. So
that's interesting.
There's
there's a lot of what I do. And then with the backlinks and everything, I've had, what's his name? My friend Jason was like, are you buying subs or something? I'm like, dude, I'm not. I'm just doing everything I normally do. And I said, like, I get, about 25 to 35 new subs every day.
That looks natural because you're getting 28, 25, 23, 30.
Yeah.
I've been watching. Then once you get up there, it'll just say 100 every couple days or whatever. But no, that looks pretty natural. It's moving really fast for you, though. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it is, Thomas. I'm kind of noticed it's kind of a lot like Facebook. Like when I was first building the Facebook group, we go through these plateaus. Right now, we're on another plateau. It's slow and steady. It's not really plateaued, but once we hit, let's say 1,000, it was like, this is here and there. But once we hit around 5,000, 6,000, it just is like a freaking bell curve and hadn't stopped.
After Thanksgiving, maybe not for you, but for me, since I've done multiple channels, plus I have other channels too. But long story short on that is, man, I noticed right after Thanksgiving, it just starts to tank. So what I, when you get to that point, what I noticed is if you increase volume, it stays where it's at, but you have to increase volume, which is kind of tough in a lot of ways.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always forget because I only see you, bro. I'm so sorry.
We can do it that way.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. Because I'm like,
okay.
hey, what do you think of this? Wait, I was just,
No,
normal talks.
Cool. That's what I like. And let's see here. Chris, it's going to be super. I can't wait, brother. Oh, Holly, FYI. Someone told me, I heard from a little bee on the wall that someone's been saying someone's trying to be the #1 SEO on planet Earth.
Oh, really?
Everybody.
Did you see it?
Yeah, he apparently saw it. I said, well, the only reason this certain someone won't say nothing this time is because whenever Holly made that post about who's the #1 SEO in the world, she went Holly Starks, Chris Palmer, William Jones, Craig Campbell. So he knows he better keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, I put all your guys' sites on there. So you actually got a naked link on, I don't know, 400 Google News sites to your agency. That's funny.
She did that the other day and wrote me, Chris, and goes, hey, I want you to check the search engines. And I'm like, this is not going to be good. And then she's like, she dropped something across 400 fucking websites. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sure going, I wonder if she did.
I got the snippet removed.
Yeah, the snippet. She got the snippet removed that day, plus the video carousel when I looked at it. But it was funny. I just thought it was funny. And then I got told today, and then I also was told, hey, it must suck to be the #1 GMB guy and not have a GMB. And I'm like, that's kind of like admitting you took my GMB down, dude. It's not really very smart.
That's
dirty. Like, that's why I wanted to come out and do it like super. I didn't do any negative SEO. I just used the power I have,
Yeah.
So
but I also I didn't respond because obviously I don't. But what he also doesn't realize is I have 2 other GMBs. I have 3 because of a-holes like that.
Yeah, but that's, it's all fun and games, trying to outrank each other in YouTube or like having contests and we're playing, but to try to hurt somebody's, like, seeking out to hurt their, like, get their GMB suspended. Wow.
Yeah, my GMB was suspended October 6th, and then I got it reinstated, and then it got taken down again beginning of this week. So now I have another GMB that's up in the States. This other one he got taken down is in the Philippines, which is hard enough to get one in the Philippines.
And his address is online. I mean, like, why would
I know.
That's crazy, dude.
I'm not in the States, so, but I was like, when Holly dropped that article, I was like, let's see if he goes and runs his mouth now.
I don't think he did. I didn't see anything.
No, he hasn't.
And I also went after the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So I checked on their brand, and I sent out 400 links to it. And I backed it off because I was like, man, it's his brand. If, I got in some legal issues over the summer. And so I was like, I have to check to make sure that I'm not going to be.
Yeah, that's what I told someone. I said, Holly, I said, of all people, should probably be the one saying, do it, Bill, do it. And I said, she's the one going, no, stop it. I said, so if it wasn't for Holly and Chris going, just ignore the dude. He's a douche.
I'm surprised it's been going on this long, actually.
It's over a month.
Yeah.
Last time let me write an entire review on William Jones and Rank Fortress. And it's like, you do realize that most people see that sort of thing as petty. And number two, you ain't like your channel even gets views. And number three, most people are not going to trust one petty fucking review over thousands of other reviews. I mean, it's just stupid.
Well, and two, it raises doubt. Like even myself, I found myself, because you and I have been working together and I love you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I still ask my guys like, hey, what do you guys think? And everybody says solid info, does great work, very consistent. I haven't heard any. He's the only, you know, 1 out of 1,000. Sometimes that's like if you go to Google and there's 10,000 positive 5-star reviews, but one dill, right? Like, I'll go with the.
That's
10,
why I told him. Said even the main one that didn't like me, I'm like, really is, well, one of them is he's a white label provider, and I told him, said obviously he's not going to like me.
Oh, it's
I'm his competition. So there's a reason, but let's see what else we got going on in here. But yeah, maybe I'll drop some YouTube training with just showcase what we've been doing, Holly, too. So because I mean I'm more than impressed and happy with everything I've seen. So Chris, does your CTR training use some kind of bots, IP addresses, or do you recommend micro workers?
That's interesting. I think the only one I have up, I think I took them all down. I don't think I have anything out right now unless it's on IMG. But I think for most people, I would highly suggest just using micro workers for ease of use. Check out Mechanical Turk or M-Turk. I think they changed their name. It's been a while since I was over there, but if you can set it up properly, it's hard to get them to do what you want because they're a little funny with SEO stuff. Yeah, just use micro workers. A lot of it, I found a lot of people just blatantly couldn't understand it, or they don't have the resources like the CPUing, like the power.
For the most part, the technical aspect of it, even people that you think would have just the technical ability of how to install for instance, install a WordPress plugin and go get a Google API. That's pretty simple, but it's not as simple as you would think, so. I'm
hoping live though within our group, in a few days here. I messaged you the other day when I first got everything running just to see, because I wanted to get a test in front of a bunch of people.
I figured you did, because you was like, are you up? Are you around?
Yeah, dude, we were working. We got the API to finally work because I want to be able to change out the shut devices on and off. So yeah, we got a lot of it. It's working. I took care of I had like that front end issue, but I took care of that.
Awesome.
There's still one last piece though, which is people, but I think I have that covered too with you. So
yeah, people's not a problem. I mean, people's never a problem. And then on top of it, besides my people, then I also have VAs that will work at night. So we can do both, which is y'all's daytime, which is perfect.
So I'm hoping that we can work out. I'll pay the price that you're charging. That's more than fair. Yeah. Hopefully we can keep.
No, we'll work something out. I already told you that. So once it's done, just let me know and we'll figure something out. Let's see.
I want to show it live though, for sure.
Oh, I can't wait. We'll do it. Let's see, Holly. High quality is in the eye of the beholder. Metrics can be gamed. That is a fact. So quality is misleading, in my opinion, and I would say that is a fact.
Yeah. It's
Patrick,
subjective for sure.
Chris, do you create a new GMB for each of those keyword plus locations and one website with inner page for each keyword plus location? Did I understand that correctly?
So the GMB assets are completely different. But if I'm in a particularly large city where we're trying to get as much coverage as possible, we will drop pins. Or if we're running like a quick campaign where we need a landing page that looks more legit, like a business, we will create pins. But other than that, no, it's just individualized pages on a website. I think that answers the question, right? Is that what they were getting at?
basically. Patrick, he always has lots of questions, so
Cool.
he's good.
I like that.
Chris, what conference did you just speak at? That was SEO Underground.
Yep. I just did.
And then,
Yeah, I did
then
NFG.
NFG as well.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be doing SEO rock stars, right? Or superstars, whatever.
I'm going to that particular conference. Not speaking, I'm just going there.
Okay.
I'm an attendee, but I'm gonna definitely try to I want to get in front of Dory. I've been,
Hey, Chris, are you going to are you VIP or regular ticket?
How would I know the difference? Like the golf and everything? Like I got in on the early bird.
Did you get in on the golf?
Yeah, the golf. Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be so you got to come in by Wednesday by 1. So you'll meet my bodyguard.
Cool. All right. Good.
He hangs out with everybody, and I get to like go and do my own thing and work. Cause yeah.
Nice.
You meet Lonnie.
Lonnie, the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Why? Well, were you leading me in with that? Why do you have a bodyguard, Holly?
Oh no, I mean I always take him to I take him to probably 3 of them a year.
Personally, I would. The things I've heard Craig tell me, he's actually had people come up to him and try to punch him.
That's wild.
Like,
I've never tried to get, I mean, I've had people jump over like aisles to get to me. And so, yeah, I just take him because yeah, it's like that. So yeah, I just bring him, and like a lot of times people want to go out to dinner and I'm kind of spent, so I need to like just go back to my room. I miss my computer, and Lonnie will sort of be able to get me out without being rude, because I'm going to be rude. I'm going to tell you fucking shut up, right? So yeah.
Dude, I want to be SEO famous like that. I got to bring a bodyguard. Hey, that feels good though. They love you so much, you got to bring a bodyguard. That's a good problem, kind of, in a way.
I mean, I don't know. I can't go to the bathroom sometimes because like everyone follows you in there. That's not cool.
Oh, that's me. I'm that guy. Well, I wouldn't follow you, but I was doing that. Oh, I was that guy. That sucks. Maybe I should. I was like hunting down Ted and that Rob Beal. Oh man, I feel bad now, kind of.
Said, watch out for the woman in red, Matrix. Yep. Jeff Veal, you're what?
That's funny.
He'll laugh and say something. Then I'll be like, I'm not going to say it.
I just feel bad. Like I was doing that because I didn't want to ask questions or be seen asking questions in front of everybody. So I would like wait for them, like literally plot on them. Like, oh, you're getting up. All right. I'm going to follow your ass. And be like, hey, I'm Chris Palmer. Yeah, I really liked your talk. And then pitch whatever my question is.
Jeff goes, you're sweet. That's why they call you honey. Maybe.
Maybe.
Patrick, Chris, would you mind sharing with us the SEO contract you use?
An SEO contract that I use?
Yeah, the one you're talking about you were using earlier, in which you tell them they're going to be dealing with a VA and that you're not going to be dealing with, you'll be overseeing it, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's in the bottom section. Somebody just had that. It's kind of interesting. Here, I'll show on the screen if you'd like. I mean,
give me
this has
one
some client
second.
stuff. I'll give one that's unfinished, but it has all the basic terms, conditions, and things like that in it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess I could do that. I don't see.
Yeah, I gave you screen share. And then John Price. Hey, William, the Zoom link was delayed last night, so only caught the last 30 seconds of the CTR. Right. Oh, the CTR, bro. That class did not get recorded. I'm sorry, John.
Exit
when I went to close off, I was like, oh crap, it didn't get recorded. So this one is definitely recorded, made sure of it. So A Raise, William, if I purchase location page services from you, I'll go back to it in a second. Chris is going to show this and then we'll start up again.
So this is one, like I started it off. This was for one of the clients recently. This isn't finished, but I finished one, but this is not the one that I sent out. But see down in here, we're covering terms and conditions. What do I say? or what did I have them right for me? I wrote this: client care and services. No, Chris Palmer Marketing is a 4-person team. True. Repetitive tasks are not done by Chris Palmer, but team members trained by Chris Palmer. All skilled tasks are performed by Chris Palmer. Because I get that asked pretty frequently, especially recently when people reach out. They're like, hey, I saw it. They literally were thinking that it was always me. So yeah, I put that in there also too. This is another piece that I was pointing out with in my last consultation. Like, this is a big one for me for reporting. SEO overview report to be held at your convenience 1 time a month. We'll meet live over Google Meet. It's a campaign, but what I have them do is pick a slot. Like, there's no contact. It's 1 time a month, 15 minutes. I don't do reportings. I do live reportings. Covering the campaign, answering any questions, and I try to get in and out as fast as possible 1 time a month. And then if you want to contact me, you have to sign up through this at my best convenience, not yours. Unless it's an emergency, that's the only time you can call me. Other than that, it's, pick a time. So yeah, I think that's different than a lot of people do it. I hate reports. I think they suck, and clients don't even read them half the time. Yep. So why should I spend an hour creating it? I'd rather just cover what's important to them. And that's to answer their questions, make sure, because you have to have contact or you'll lose them. So
we have the exact opposite. All the agencies want all the reports of every backlink, every blog, every post, every YouTube, everything we ever do. And on top.
Really?
Yeah. Backlinks, everything.
Well, no. Maybe press releases or awards, citations, those I report.
Yeah, they want reports on all of it. So I give reports on all of it. And then on top of it, they have a once a month call with the project manager. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
that's a lot. It's a lot, and it's a lot of work. I wish I didn't have to, but it is what it is. So.
And then this one was $6,500 for 90 days. This is a guy, a power company. And I wasn't very much work that was actually needed. So yeah.
Let's see here. William, if I purchase the location page services from you, how does it work? Do you give me access to the WordPress website, and then I need to know the city that you want it in. So when you order a location page, it's per city. So for example, if it was, Tallahassee, Florida, we would pull all the information from Tallahassee. Beaver Builder will be an issue. It will slow it down a little bit, but we can still do it. That's not a problem, Mr. Ray's.
Hey, Chris, you're showing your screen still.
Sorry. I was looking at that.
So, okay. No class on Monday because of holiday. No, we're still having classes. It's not a holiday for me. If I ever take off, Patrick, I'll tell everybody. And if I take off, it'll be for at least a week. Let's see, Dan, have you used SEO Jet? No, I have not. What do you think if you have, Chris and Holly?
I never have used SEO Jet. What is it?
I don't think I've used it either.
Okay. Jeff Veal, who's the most handsome man these days? Now the Peaky Blinders, Peaky Blinders is coming to town. I'm not even worrying about that no volume term, dude.
Handsomest man is
handsome man in Baltimore.
Oh God.
That's what you were trying to rank for?
No, hell no.
No, he's asking who's the new one that's in Baltimore. I'm not even trying.
I'm not going for that. Yeah.
If anyone ever tells you that they're the number one of anything, number one SEO NYC, number one SEO Miami, anything like that, all right, they're using the number symbol, the pound symbol, SEO NYC. Go check out go do all in title, semicolon, quote, and check the volume and check out who's actually competing for that damn term. And then check out the volume. It's like zero.
I'll put you guys there.
Holly can get you there and like,
hold my beer.
She just breathes on it. And, you're there. So It's not even worth it. It's not worth it, you know. But if you want it, see Holly. She'll get you there. She's
Hey, is
woken me
this
up
site
in the
number
middle of the
1?
night with it.
Hey, wait a second here. Who's ranking number 1 for New York SEO expert on your side, William? I'm just curious. New York SEO expert. Who's number 1?
New York SEO
Sites.google.
expert.
Sites.google. And then
Yeah.
go check that site out.
Google, yeah.
Whose site is that?
Nice.
For New York SEO expert. And look how it's written.
Is that your site?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who this is, and it's in Lorem Ipsum. So
Yeah.
what the hell?
It's gibberish.
Nice.
You like that?
That's nice. Should tell
I-
people to see.
I just showed that with, like, he's going for handsome man. I mean, that's, and he probably like wrote a page. I just went in and counted. How many co-occurring words? Okay. How many headings do I need? Okay. How many of this do I need?
I'm gonna fire a campaign on this best looking man right now. I'm gonna go grab William's pictures and Chris's and Craig's. So we're gonna take the first 10 million spots.
Love
Packers
you
are
guys.
sucking
Y'all are
tonight, so I got
trip.
nothing else to do.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Peaky Blinders is my favorite show. My wife hates it, but I sit there and watch that thing. And I was last night when I made that video, I'm having to time everything perfect on TikTok when I was doing it. And then I finally got it. It's like, if we lift our foot up off their neck. But Patrick, William, Chris, and Holly, I have a potential client who has a brand sort of like Ty Lopez. The client website is not set up as a funnel, so there are many exits to draw attention to several different unrelated products. You recommend a new website? How on earth can I rank such a monstrosity? My recommendation, Patrick, would be either actually send the link or contact Chris and say, hey, can you do an audit for me? And how much is that audit going to cost? Or send it to someone like Holly or myself and let us audit it for you, because without seeing it, it's not going to, got to see stuff to build audit stuff, really.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm a, intermediate, but I still have to see it,
Chris is very humble. I've noticed this. He's very intermediate now.
Intermediate. Oh man, but I'm sure you run across this too. Like some people I speak to, I almost feel like my learning has just begun. It's really wild.
It is true. Holly, is your RSS service up and running? I know there was delays. Thank you.
It is, if you can order. You just send me the article though, instead of doing an RSS poll, because we are switching our sites over. So to make them faster, like we don't have to, excuse me, deal with WordPress so much. So you got to send me it. It's just easier.
So the another one here is, if a Jambi says claim this listing, does that mean it's up for grabs? Not all the time. Not that I've seen. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes even if it says that, you'll go to claim it and it will say it's already claimed by someone. Please request ownership. I deal with it all the time. Trust me. Let's see, Patrick. Chill is good advice. That is facts. So Holly and Chris are the ones that tell me chill, so I chill. Yeah, jealousy is just want. They want what you have. They're upset that they don't have it. So it's a fact. I mean, and then it is what it is. Patrick, yes, thank you, buddy. Chris, what is NFG's full name? I don't know that one.
You're funny. I think it's no F's given, like NFG, no F's given. Yeah.
Hey, Holly, why you got a bodyguard? She doesn't have a big dog. She doesn't have a big dog like a pit bull or a Rottweiler or a Doberman.
I think that's an interesting term, though. Is best SEO in world or in the world, maybe in the world?
No, it was best. The one he promotes himself on is I'm the #1 SEO on planet Earth. #1, number symbol 1 SEO on planet Earth.
On Earth, not planet Earth. Earth.
On Earth, yes. I'm sorry.
On Earth.
Might be some volume on the other one. I don't.
So #1.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see he's got like a little panel. His site's not even ranking. It's beaten by a social. Usually
It's
when
Lincoln.
social beats you, I'm actually usually pretty mad. You know, like when my social outranks my site, I'm like, oh man. Not my site, but if I see that, I'm sad.
Yeah, why I've been asked about Reddit, he's using some Reddit links from other people to post crap about me and stuff. So
I know this kid.
it's ridiculous. Holly, let's see, Holly, you should make a video with you as the SEO superstar going in a big conference with your bodyguard and crew. That would be great. Yeah, exactly, William. Thanks. Could you run through a contract real quick? He just did that. Jeff, clients just want results. Pretty reports don't make money. That is a fact.
Hey, William, is it
Yeah.
okay if I link to your agency page?
You can link to anything you
And
want.
Chris, it's okay? You're gonna get 400 in one shot. If you don't want me to, I won't.
By all, what you can link. You can feel free.
By all means.
If you could on my actual website, could I send the link?
So, yeah, put it in the chat box.
Okay.
Give me 3 links. So give me an inner page, a social, or something. Just give me 3. William, give me 3 too if you don't want. Otherwise, they're all going to the homepage.
I'll give give me 1 second.
I'm actually trying to get a much larger term. I'd like to see. I haven't.
Well, you're gonna rank for where's my list? Best looking man in Baltimore
Oh, that's
with
wonderful.
a lot more terms, but
Oh, let's see.
And then this is going to send links to the page.
yes, it'll send naked and branded.
Okay.
They're powerful ass links, man. Check your metrics 24 hours after doing it. You're gonna be like,
Okay.
whoa.
I'm gonna take your word. I'm gonna see. Let's see how it works
You'll
on
be
this
like,
page.
I'm beautiful according to Google.
I just sent you 3.
Okay.
So
Just
here,
having
let's-
fun, people.
So where do I send this? Okay, so how do I do that?
It's on your Facebook, Holly.
All right.
Let's see. John, is there a SIM provider you could recommend for cheap plans with low rates to use for real mobile phones, for CTR, PVAs, etc., to keep ongoing costs low?
Okay.
That would be something for Chris or Holly. I don't do that sort
I'm
of
so
thing.
sorry. I was thinking 400, and Holly's gonna hook it up. I've been wanting to see, but I'm too cheap. So if she's willing to let me
You
see,
got that right, man.
if she's gonna let me check it out, I'm all for it. And if it boosts this page, that's a whole new ball game. Here, let's take a look here. Looking for Holly. Okay, Holly Starks.
Patrick, Chris and Holly, what do you use to handle multiple logins for Gmail accounts, multi-login or ghost browser or another? And do you even worry about browser cache messing things up?
I use Ghost Browser but I mean, I have several hundred servers that I just log into at the same time.
I put it in on Facebook, one of the links. It could be there or anything but the homepage on any page on my site, but that one specifically would be super
Right. Southern says you're a bad man, Chris.
Me? For what? What did I do?
Whatever, Rise, let us know. He's probably just pulling with you. Patrick, how do you rank just an IP address, no domain name, huh? Yeah, Chris is humble, very much so.
You can, I mean,
Um,
ranking an IP or a blank page is easy, but at some point though, the word has to show up in order to get it indexed. The word that you want to win has to be on the page. Now, whether it's seen or not is another story. So to rank the IP, so it's just, no URL, you could do that, but on that page though, you would have to have something, there has to be the word, so that could be done. But yeah, I've been testing something out too. Like, I don't believe they're nonsense with the like I saw John, it was asked inside one of those Google Hangouts, like the 2 times ago, about the text on text, black on black. I was winning that CTR term. It was I don't have very many pages on my site that I have too much work to do than my own stuff. But with that said, I was ranking and I did black on black, and dude, it didn't do anything. And it's been 3 weeks.
yeah, I seen that. You're talking
Yep.
about that in one of the chats we had.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
I remember you saying it. That's what I was like, it's interesting.
Yeah, I try not to, I don't listen to anything. I just go and look. I don't believe it. So that's
I'm talking about you. I specifically heard it from you.
Oh,
On the
okay.
black on black, yeah. Holly, what about the RSS for YouTube? Her embed network, I believe you're talking about Valerie. If you're not on her embed network, you need to go to her website and you can order it from there. And it's pretty damn cheap depending on how many videos you got. So all of our clients get it, by the way. Every one of them get on the embed network.
I've been meaning to ask you, and this fits into the wheel of conversation for GMB. So can you please elaborate on the adding of the weather to the pages?
Why would I do it?
Well, how are you putting it in? And I mean, I could kind of understand why, but what are you doing to add it? And yeah, why?
So if we do it manually, give me 1 second. I'll go to my SOPs because it's actually.
Are you pulling from like a .gov website or something? Is that?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
give me 1 second. So the one, like if it's the plugin, it's pulling it from elsewhere, like who's the governor, who's the mayor of the area, everything. Now if it's not and we do it manually, I'll tell you the exact name of the website that we're pulling it from. It's weatherwidget.io. And we're just pulling. Yeah. And it just pulls the weather from it. That's when we do them manually. So.
Interesting. And then the benefit is adding as much relevance to the page as possible.
Bingo. As much relevance as possible. That's all.
So you're trying to stack. I see. I get it makes logic sense. Did you ever single it out and see if it does anything by itself?
Nope. So to me, you have to literally go just use this one thing and see if it would help.
Yeah, just launch a page and throw it on there and see what happens for a location. Yeah. Of course, put the title in an H1 on the page, and then just slap that on and see what happens. Be crazy if it just shot. But I'm sorry to.
No, that's cool.
Just curious. Somebody mentioned that to me. I forgot who.
Holly, yes, same. Just send she's done the RSS for YouTube video. Just send the URL every day. I'm just here to watch Merlino smoke. Jason Guy says.
Smoking?
Yeah,
cigarettes?
He's always smoking. Oh, not cigarettes, but we don't smoke cigarettes.
Flowers. Uh-oh. That's okay.
Merlino's great, but so are you, Chris and Holly. Yeah, me and Merlino, can I say something about it? Me and Merlino and Brent have been talking about starting to do a weekly YouTube, if you will, hour of CTR talking click-through rate manipulation. More Merlino more than me, but he tests all types of shit out. So he's very humble. Merlino is himself. And I remember I met him, believe it or not, through Michael over Viper. And I remember him telling me about him. And I was like, sounds like the type of dude I like. So let me reach out to him, so
Yeah, he gave me a
That's-
piece of information last time we spoke, and it was definitely fruitful. Utilizing Twitter as part of it, definitely very useful.
I'm glad to hear that, Chris.
Yeah, very useful.
Test coming out good with that.
Yep, very good.
Glad to hear that. I was gonna
And
say
very quick too.
Yeah,
which that was the
nice.
surprising. Nothing like super crazy, but it was in a very competitive market, and we definitely saw an increase. We were doing some other things, but that was one change, and it was like I was very happy.
Yeah. It's not an uppercut, right? It's something you add into a
Yeah,
combination
it's like
for sure. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's the
Has to
biscuit.
be. Absolutely. Now that I've been playing with Holly's network just a little bit, I'm gonna have to up the amount. I only got the 1 post a day. That's not gonna work for how I want to test. But using that same art, the same title that you use in the article, run a patch, and then the tweet everything out with it, and then use that embed. I mean, on the Twitter moment. Oh man, it's very nice. If you're not using it, guys, you should definitely test and play with those Twitter embeds. The tweets,
Hey,
and then grab the
don't
moment. I
wanna
keep saying embeds, the moment, then
Yeah,
embed
the
it.
moment, and then
Hey,
embed it,
don't want to
and
interrupt you, Holly, but guess what?
then hit it with
You're
the-
already number one, Chris. You're the best looking man in Baltimore. Just FYI.
Oh, I was about to say, wait, am I number one for New
Oh,
York SEO?
already,
I
baby.
was about to lose my mind.
Already, baby.
I would have been.
William
I would have
Pierce
just
was
pulled
winning
it, give Golly my credit card.
That's crazy.
Here,
Best
Holly.
looking man in Baltimore. Lapin Journal. Who is it?
Really?
That's
So
me.
y'all get to see this freaking shit live. Best looking man in Baltimore.
Let's go see.
Oh shit.
If you
Dang,
get the
Holly.
images, man, it should take over the images soon.
And then images. Let's go to images. He's already up there in the images. So just showing you that Holly shit works. So the number one is, well, what do you know? Chris motherfucking Palmer.
Chris, yours just went out too, so man, we're gonna have 700, 800. Plus, I'm gonna send Craig's out too.
Oh God, help. This is all fun. I love it.
That's funny. I should make a video. Don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got that name. Why? He's just shaming this freaking poor guy.
Yeah, the Packers are second tonight, so I have nothing else to do besides egg with other people.
That's what happens when Holly has nothing to do. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh my goodness.
Like, who can I aggravate tonight?
newbie question, how do you get clients? So William, I know you do audits, but how do you outreach to them? Audits. Okay. I can show you, and this is probably, you want to see my number one aggravation. I'm not saying aggravation per se, but my number one aggravation is really, I show people step by step exactly how I did it in Scale Your Agency, right? And I get the most common question is always going to be, how do I get clients, right? And I have openly told people, step one, optimize Facebook profile. Step two, have something you give away, audits, ebooks, whatever, right? Then step three, make sure your Facebook profile has stuff about 10% about personal, the rest is business. Results. Then I find the top 5 groups. I go in those 5 groups. I look for the questions. I actually give answers. I don't go, hey, I can help you with that. Hey, would you like my free shit? Hey, would you like this? I go, if they say, I'm having this problem with GMB, I don't know how to resolve it. I actually resolve it. I actually give them steps. And then doing that so much, people are naturally built to be socially inquisitive, if you will, or curious. So they go, who's this Chris Palmer dude that keeps commenting on all this shit? And when I comment, I on purposely tag the person when I answer them. they go, who's Chris Palmer? They click on my name and then they go, oh, they see my Facebook profile and it's optimized. Oh, he does SEO. Oh, he helps me get more clients. And then next thing you know, they're in my messenger. I never message anybody. So when someone has accused me of messaging them, I'm like, no, that's not my ammo, bro. I don't do that. But number one, here's a guy I'm working with in the Philippines, mind you. I've helped him. He's now building an agency, all that jazz. And this guy's name is Kirk. I told him what to do. He goes, this is my test post. I followed your advice. I got 20 people requesting a free audit. 4 of them closed, all Filipino clients. $40,000 or $800 times 4 clients is an extra $3,200 a month. You're a genius. And I'm like, dude, I just telling you exactly what I did to get what I do. So I have probably, and I'm not banging on nobody in particular, but basically I have a lot of students that will ask me the same thing. And I say, have you went through Scale Your Agency? No, I haven't. You need to go through that. And then I got others that have went through it and nothing. And then I have others that went through it and in 7 days made $15,000. Have others in less than 2 days take on 4 new clients, all by just simply following directions, you know. And then a lot of people, well, why would you teach people this? Number one, most of them are going to be looking to outsource. So they outsource to me. So I have no problem teaching people exactly how to do it. I don't care, you know. So and I teach them all how to do it. If you just go through Scale My Agency, I tell you my story. I tell you how I got here. I came here broke, you know, everything I've been through, how I went from 4 to 30 to around 50 clients in 3 months and then scaled it, you know, and how we did it, you know, step by step by step. All you got to do is follow the steps. If you follow the steps, you could do it easily. You know, let's see. He's asking if Chris and Williams pages are linked to the terms best looking man in Baltimore, won't that ruin their rankings?
Hey, Chris has the snippet for best looking man in Baltimore. You open it up in when you're not logged in, you see it in the snippet.
I'm gonna take.
It might be my data center, but I've tried 3 different IPs.
Yeah, I already saw it once. That's why I'm like best looking man. This wasn't planned anybody. We just kind of wing this stuff and answer questions.
Chris Palmer SEO is Baltimore's most beautiful man. Oh, that's hysterical. Can I share this? I'm gonna put, that's funny.
Yes, please. Go share it. Screen share the thing. I want to see it.
Oh, I was gonna put it on Facebook. Here, I'll share it with you guys.
Oh, share it here, and I'm gonna share it on Facebook. What you talking about?
I was gonna share it on Facebook because I think that's funny. Like I went after it, you know, like
Chris is the best looking man in Baltimore.
That's funny. Here, look at it.
Jason says I'm way more humble than Chris. A lot of people are. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Oh, Chris Palmer got the snippet.
It is incognito, but that's, I mean, I think that's funny though. Like that's probably what everyone else is seeing. Like,
yeah.
There's quite a few results on this too. That's actually,
yeah. Do all in title. You'll be surprised.
Space 6.
And all 6 of them are who?
Best looking man, me.
All the same person, but you know.
Yeah.
Pinterest is him. YouTube is him. Images is him. Everything.
Oh, he's following the formula, except for he's missing one key piece. He must not have gone through Holly's stuff. He's missing one viable platform that really helps distribution for taking over search terms. He's missing
Reddit?
one piece, the podcasts.
Yeah.
You got all them videos. That's a lot of audio and a lot of backlinks and a lot of pages being created based on keywords. Very, very helpful. I truly thought that training was a masterpiece. Yes. Very good.
Best looking man in Baltimore, Chris Palmer.
Yep. I love that's the only reason I even started with the podcasts. Distribution. I love Pinterest though. I'm surprised people are using it. I didn't know that the SEOs were on it like that. I always like that. Tumblr, Patch. It's interesting.
Let's see what other questions. So, Patrick, how do you have the word on a page but do not have it show? Meaning you redirect real fast so nobody sees the page, or do you mean something else?
Yeah, but Google's gonna wait for the script to run. So, the person, I guess you can get away with that. Like if you're doing a meta refresh or something, I don't know if that's the best way, because then the page won't index. It's gonna wait for it to. It's gonna wait. It waits for the script to run.
Jason asks, Chris, where can I find your most recent up-to-date CTR?
Oh, I think I quit. I don't think I sell that. It might. I don't think I even sell that anymore. Maybe I do. If you search for click-through rate manipulation, and then search, I should be up there, 1 or 2. I think can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
No?
You're not sharing.
Oh, so yeah, if you just, I think, because I think on the site, I don't sell it, but if you go onto this page, you can get it. So what do I have to do here? Share?
Yeah.
So I think, where am I here? Click-through rate manipulation. So I'm 3 here. Let's do this one. CTR manipulation. Let's try this one. All right. So just click on this, and then it should be inside of here. So I don't know. There's a link in here somewhere, man. I'm sorry. It's in here somewhere. And I think on the main, like the training place, it's hidden, but you can get to it from here if you really want. Oh, it's right here. Just click this right here. You can get into there through here. That'll take you through it. 16 videos. I give the files. I give the walkthrough. It's super cheap. That should be pretty helpful for you.
Thanks, Chris. This is actually the one we just bought, but it was talking about setting up a hotspot, and there was some tech involved. And you had mentioned today that you like using crowd search.
So yeah, crowd search. So this is microworkers. This one goes through microworkers. Or you can use Mechanical Turk. It's pretty much the same. If you got this down pat, you can use Mechanical Turk, but it's a little trickier.
Okay.
As far as like wait, you have the hotspot training, hotspots and emulation?
Yes.
When did you purchase that?
2 weeks ago.
Interesting. Okay,
So,
cool.
so that's the wrong one. We should be going through this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised how did you get to that? How did you find that?
To be honest, I let one of my girls take care of it, and that's the one she ended up buying, but I'll fix that right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I appreciate the sale, but I'm just wondering how the heck you even got to it, because I don't sell it.
Right. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, no problem. Cool.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Surely.
Let's see here. And Patrick, Holly, any news on your course coming out with Jason? Jason's been sick. I do talk to him. I check up on him and everything. He's probably going to be back sometime next week. And I've even encouraged him to not come back until he's completely better, because I've been sick before and trying to do courses. And if you try to push through it, he'll be even worse. And then y'all won't have nothing. So give the man some rest so he can rest. And then once he comes back, he's going to have that course and Holly's course and a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Holly, Chris's campaign just sent out. Williams just sent out. Oh, you're also checking rankings and images. That's just crazy, Holly. What have I started? Ha ha, wow. Ha ha ha, holy cats. I just got pimp slapped. JJ just got pimp slapped. I love that.
I'm sorry.
Hey, William, your image is number one now. It's all going to be moving around because you got 800 posts rolling out.
Yeah, I understand.
It'll settle in once the
Oh, there you are.
shit fucking stops.
You do have a nicer picture than mine. Hey, she used a nice photo. That was nice. Thank you, Holly.
Oh, that is
I mean,
beautiful.
I could have picked a worse photo, but
No, I actually like this photo. And I
so
came
Chris,
up, I
this
see
is
I
what you
have,
got to do. Go to your site and go to Ahrefs and SEM Rush the whole yards. Get your metrics right now. Tomorrow at this time, it's gotta be 24 hours. Recheck it. Come back and talk to me.
That is awesome. That's funny. That's some funny shit right there.
You better
Yep,
be
and I see the
screenshotting
same
that shit.
thing. I got number one picture, number two, then there's 3, then 4, then number 5. That's crazy. That's what I tell you, Holly shit works. I've been trying to tell everybody, but I usually drop a special, Holly. I'll be like, who wants some links? And then everybody has a feeding frenzy. So
Hey, Chris, you're showing your screen.
show on your screen.
I thought I
old
just
Chris
shut it
Boo.
off.
No.
No.
Gotta be kidding me here. Okay. Are we, dude, this Zoom is a little funky. You should, I like it, but it's kind of weird in a way.
Greg,
maybe I'm
William
just not used
teaches
to
the
it.
method he's describing now and scale your agency. Go to scale your agency. Go to scale your agency. Go to scale your agency. And I learned, who I learned a lot of this from. I'm a very much into ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson type of a dude. So if you look at my shit, I love ClickFunnels. I probably love them more than, I wouldn't say more than SEO, but it's right up there, mainly because he's the one that taught me a lot of stuff. I deal with his mentor, which is Perry Belcher. He's someone I look up to as well. But when I first started doing it, someone asked me, said, have you ever heard of Blake Newbar? And I was like, Blake who? And I never even knew him. He said, the guy hit 7 figures in 1 month doing what you're talking about. And that's when I dove in and I saw, I said, this is the exact same thing I do. In my first year of doing what I do is probably 3 weeks ago when we hit 7 figures. So I know what I teach works and I know how to do it if you just follow directions. And that's just a matter with most people. So just follow directions and you'll hit it.
Excuse me, Holly. Are we talking referring domains or backlinks?
Referring domains.
Wow. Okay. And then how long will they stay for?
But they're going to stay unless they're not going nowhere. They'll always be there. I mean,
and then what is the cost for 400 referring domains?
Honestly, you want me to tell you? Well,
yes.
you tell me what you think it would be for me to run it.
So that's so it's not a 400 referring domain site. It's 400 separate referring domains coming into a main page. Well, it depends on the metrics.
Ask the same thing. I don't understand. It's 400 referring domains that are all Google News approved. So for me to run it, it's $100, but you only get 3 links. You don't get to spin it. It's the exact same fucking article, exact same image. For you to do it, you go post it on the news network. Then I don't have to mess around with it. But for me to do it, it's only $100. And if you say, you don't like it on this, and this site, I can't just take it off on 2 sites. It's like everything has to be taken down.
So that's actually interesting. Okay. So I didn't know that you got 400 referring domains. And then, but it's varying. Well, I'm going to see. I want to see. I'm just curious.
So what is your Ahrefs right now?
Oh, Ahrefs. I'm sorry, I went into SEMrush. I could go into Ahrefs though.
Yeah.
Let me go into that quick.
All right, Greg William teaches this method. He's describing to scale your agency. I highly recommend scale your agency. Holly, your network kicks ass.
I'm gonna take a
Yeah,
picture of this.
I literally had to test it for 2 days, and then after that, I went, Holly, I want unlimited access. How much is this going to cost me?
So it's 13 right now, and you have 90
Yeah.
referring domains, Chris. 13, well, 34 UR, 13 DR.
Yep. And
Okay.
then 279
Tomorrow,
referring.
24 hours, you got to go 24 hours. 24 hours, your UR should be 40, and your DR probably will be 30, and your referring domains will be 400.
Wow.
My
That's
UR is 34 right now.
That's
Your
insane.
UR, so your UR probably will hit around the same as Chris's. The UR, I don't, sometimes I can't exactly get that on the right head, but usually I can get it pretty close.
So I'm going to put this on the side so I save it. That way I can have a URDR. Give me a second, people.
But you gotta make sure it's 24 hours because
Yeah,
and
I'm
if you
just
can check-
saving it. I want to save it. That way I can have a screenshot of it and
So
stuff.
you're
and show
34,
people.
34, and 552. So you'll be probably, hopefully 40, 45 maybe, and maybe 800 referring domains, I'm guessing.
Let's see here.
Ahrefs picks it up fast. You'll see it in a few hours start rolling.
50 CT. I didn't know that. I'm ranked for CTR agency, apparently. CTR bot, CTR agents, CTR rank. I know I'm on page 1 for CTR manipulation. I'm sitting at spot 7 for that. All right. Put your foot on the neck. That's right. Patrick, Greg, put in a support ticket. They'll let you in if you're a GMB Pro.
Yeah, that's a helpful tip for you guys. I mean, I'll give you one to get in there because Craig was smoking my boots on that, and he has a really strong domain. I could give you the once you guys know about the videos, getting links from Wikipedia utilizing video is the easiest way to get them in there. But that's not where the magic is. It's sending the traffic through that link to the property. So like say you wanted to win that CTR, you go get a link over there and then you set up I don't know how you're running traffic. I would hope like something mobile and just, figure out what the top performer is doing, do about a quarter or 30% of that, and then start pushing it through there. That page will shoot right up. If you have all the other stuff in place. Are you utilizing Wikipedia at all for that kind of stuff, William?
Yes. Let's see here.
Very helpful.
The one I'm just starting to get into is the podcast network.
Yeah, the podcasts are one, and the magic isn't even there. Like I've moved on to the next step. What I found with the podcast, if you take a look at all the top performers, they all have a similar trait. But with that being said, getting on multiple networks is very, like, not just like Anchor or just Podbean, but going around to all of them and then getting their distribution. Oh my goodness. Very, very, very helpful.
Where do you, John, you submit a support ticket at rankfortress.com, top right-hand side, says support, click on support, enter in a support ticket.
Dude, where did all these links come from on my site? This is madness.
Graham just got the green light on a $33,000 SEO deal for a doctor. Life is fucking good. Thank you, Jonesy. Welcome, Graham. That's just typical. I mean, I have another student. His name's Drew. He picked up over $100,000 client a year, paying them 10 grand a month. So it's about 120. It's like 128K. So congrats, Graham. Alvin, congrats. What's 33K in SEO include? Talk to Graham. He's in the group, Alvin. Or what does he get? Bambi. Yeah, he just gave you the Bambi. She just gave you support ticket information. There's no support tab on Rank Fortress Academy. Never has been, never will be yet. Holly, what package do we need for what you just to do what you did for a client? In other words, what you just did for me and Craig and Chris, what package would you get?
For me to do it, you go to my store and you pick up the RSS. Actually you get one post a week. And that's the RSS. I don't know, it's syndication, whatever. It's $100. It's one time fast.
400 referring
Yes.
domains is worth
Yeah.
$100 all day.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then if you're going to do it on the network, though, I mean, like for you to do that, you're going to need probably 6 to 10 posts a day. You know, it just depends upon what the keyword is.
Wow, I haven't been over here in a while. You got a lot of stuff over here, Holly. Jeez.
I took a ton of stuff off because I didn't want to. I don't know. My support's not very. I go select all delete. If you email me, I'll never email it back.
So Holly, that the RD boost you're talking about, that's not through the network. That would be on your website, the RSS syndication.
Syndication, yeah.
Oh, and you give one article and then you get all the RDs.
You get one article a week, so you get 4 articles a month.
Oh.
So
How's
I
that?
mean, you could split it up with 4 different clients for $100.
Got it.
How's that looking over there for GMB, Holly?
For
Maybe
For
an event
ranking
or a
wise?
post. You know, what if? Has that been helpful or fruitful for the people that have been utilizing it for that?
I mean, William can say his results for the GMBs. My GMBs, like they're always. I go after different niches, so my GMBs are always number 1, almost. So I know. I mean, I think William can say.
I
what
went
his-
through it and actually tested it. There was one that popped up into the 3-pack after 24 hours. That I did it on. So I've had really good results. That's actually what I did. I bought I think what was it, $75 package or the lowest package you had, tested it for about a week, seen the results within like 48, 72 hours. And that's when I said, Holly, how can I get unlimited? And then got that one. Actually didn't do that. Bumped it up to the bigger package, then bumped it up to unlimited.
Got me sold here.
And then same thing with the YouTube network. Y'all didn't even have the unlimited, I don't think, and then your son set me up with it.
I just gotta see.
Holly, are there training videos after you sign up?
Oh my God, hold on. Vin, do not send 400 links to the CID, bro. Don't link to the CID no more. That shit been dead for a while. Like, and that's my opinion, but I honestly don't care what anybody else said. Don't link to your CID. That's been over. Especially not 400 links at once. You'll tank some shit quick.
I would send into maybe a place or an event or a post, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Somewhere else within the property, but the CID, no.
Business site for sure. I'm thinking. I want to see what these come back as. I'm just curious.
I mean, Mike, you showed me one on SERPwatch that the metrics were I don't know, whatever, 30 something. I had traffic come into the new site, and it the spam score was really, what was it, 6? That's pretty low.
No, oh yeah, those metrics were nice.
Yeah.
I just don't link to the CID at all. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, so like I don't question the, like when you guys order from me, you know, if you're doing RSS feed, I don't question. You should know where you want to link it. I'm not going to answer where, I'm not going to like look at it and be like, oh man, she shouldn't link to the homepage or something like that, because that's
no SEO advice. It's just an order,
no,
right?
I don't. No.
Do you get to embed anything with that, or is it just the article and link?
Embed whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I'm signing up for this. Oh yeah, Chris, I'll let you know how it works with some event posts if you don't test it as well, because that's what I'm gonna test.
Yeah, well, once this comes back, I want to see how it does. I have a dentist in Phoenix that is pretty, they like to do fun stuff. So I just have to see what they look like first, what it's going to show up as.
Chris, did you get together? And I'm just asking, the GSA little training and list, or not as of yet?
Yeah, yes, I 100%
He
did.
got it together, and then we're going to be dropping that by next week. We're going to start
Okay.
dropping what in the next 24, 40 hours, I believe.
No, I have it. See, am I still showing my screen?
No, you're
No.
not.
Dude, this thing is crazy. Sorry. All right. Maybe it's just me. So what do I have to do? Click this button.
I'm gonna have Zoom training next.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna have to, man. At least for me. What was I looking at? Cheap press release service. I was like, wow, I don't even have a page. It says I'm 5. No, not blatant liars. All right, any case. Training. Oh yeah, so here. So yeah, I finished off the training. What I'm doing though is I thought I had the pages up, but I don't. So I usually put stuff on here, SEO. Chris Palmer Marketing, and I was going to put it in here, but I want to move everything off of here. So I'm just, it takes a lot longer on this site here. It's SEO mastermind.org. So it's just a different type of platform because I'm trying to own my traffic. William, you probably know about that. That's in the traffic secrets thing. And they talk about that. So I'm putting it all inside of here, but I have to go in one by one. It's way different than Podia. It's not what I'm used to. But as far as like the training and the lists and whatnot, I have it all right here. It's inside of GSA SER. So yeah, here it is, but yeah, I had it done. It's just that I've been slacking on the loading and the work part, video part.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
soon
yeah,
it'll be here for us soon. Cool.
Yeah, for sure. And then as far as the drive stacks are concerned, and the cloud stacks, I took the liberty to go through. I did this part. So this is the Microsoft version. I already have the Amazon version, which and I'm not going to teach Google because I think that's useless. But then the new drive stack stuff is right here. So yeah, it's just a matter of putting it there and getting the links for William and everybody. But yeah.
Yeah, FYI, Holly, whatever you just did, it's the entire first page is nothing but your fucking news sites right now. When I search, at least I'm using a VPN to do it.
That'll send someone right over that.
So, and then on that page, that's interesting. Can I see one of those pages, Holly, that you put it in? What was it? It was best or sexiest?
If you just click on it, you'll see it.
Where am I clicking?
Best looking man, Baltimore. That's all you got. Best
looking
looking man.
Okay, best looking. Probably have to spell that right. Maybe, I don't know. Best looking man, Baltimore. Okay, so this, I'm assuming, so that's not.
That's his.
The second one.
The second one. The third one.
And then, so this is what it will look like. So there's Chris. That's fun. Groove. Okay, so that's an ad. Interesting. So like a template. Oh, and then you put these in here. It's interesting. Cool. Oh, and then there's the other one, or the most recent ones. Oh, so you could see what's being. Oh, that's interesting. All this is relevant. Link building specialist. Oh, they don't go anywhere. Huh.
What doesn't go anywhere?
These links over here. Like
No,
link building.
Oh, I don't know. Probably
Oh,
not.
it did. Okay. I was just curious. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm supposed to be diddling around in here. I'm just curious what's all on here. And what's this look like? Let's go over here. Or let's stop this. Huh. Did the questions dry up? I'm sorry. I'm just.
Yo, he stopped
I know.
sharing his screen and started exploring.
I know
This
you
is
guys
funny.
are just messing around with best looking man ball, but thought non-relevant domains backlinks hurt your money site. These are all coming from Google news sites.
Well, and two, the link itself. Let's come over here and. So wait, this person. So who said that?
That is Patrick. His question is if the
Oh, it's a
if the
question.
link is coming from for best looking man Baltimore, whatever, will that hurt your website, seeing as that's not a term you're trying to rank for?
It's
It's
not a term.
non-relevant.
I don't think it's going to hurt me any, but I'm still going to get all that link equity. If it's 400 referring domains, it's still 400 referring domains. The only thing that I'm like seeing or concerned with, not me, but like if you pointed this at a client, like this particular domain has a spam score of a 14. Like I know that doesn't mean anything, but if a client were to pull that up and see 400 URLs and go looking and saw that, they'd be like, what the heck? But no, I wouldn't be concerned with that. A link is a link. I'm not concerned with that at all. Not at all.
I don't really pay attention to spam scores because
It's a third party.
we're building that on scale, right? You're going to get 400 referring domains, which is what Google is going to like. They're not really going to, I mean, in my eyes, I don't think they're going to look at the spam score over the referring domains, but that's just me. That's not.
Yeah, I don't think, Google does not care what must, I mean, I know that. And even the anchor text, like this is 400. I don't think that that's going to really move the site. I would have really liked though, if this said, New York SEO, but I'll take whatever. It's still 400 links.
Well, if I would
see.
roll it again, like William, you're probably not going to show 400 new referring domains because you've been
No.
on the network. So you may show 200 re-referring domains. So Chris, you'll show the 400, but if I roll again, you're not going to have another 400 because you already have them. You know what I mean? But that's why we're adding in 200 to 300 every single month. So every month, that's how we're keeping you guys on the network, is every month we're trying to give you as many referring domains as we can.
Yep. And y'all are constantly adding them in. I remember your son sent me something, said, hey, by the way, we just added, I think it was like 300 or 400 or some crazy number.
Yeah, and we just got 50 approved this morning. So, Monday we're adding in another 100, 150. So.
Yeah.
But that's also why I give you like 4 articles a month. So, Chris, you have four clients. You can do 1 article per month for each client, and just, it's so freaking dirt cheap, but
Very cheap.
that's because I have a really good system already set up. So, and that's why I'm not analyzing the article. I'm not looking at your links because that should be your job. My job is just to post it.
So then is there any advantage to having actually relevant keywords from Holly's News Network linking to your money site? No advantage to relevant keywords then? Just curious what that means as far as a strategy.
No, I think it would definitely be more like I mentioned, like it would be really cool, like if it was a target key phrase pointing to a target word to a target page, for sure, of course. Like that anchor.
Yeah,
text
like
linking,
if you're in Texas, let's say, then you just pick the Texas geolocations, which maybe only have 5. So you're going to get the geo relevance there. If you have home services for AC repair, we have 13 sites. So you can just do that. Like if that's what your client wants, but in this circumstance, it's best, like when I want to take over the SERPs, I'm going to post on every damn site and see which one's going to win out. So it just, you can come on it at both levels, it just depends on what you're trying to do and what your client wants.
Also, I don't know if you guys watch it. I will be on the SEO show with Paul this upcoming Saturday. So Saturday or Friday or Saturday, according to US time. So
Is that the SEO video guy?
yep, that's the man, the one with the mohawk looking crazy hair.
Yeah. He's fun. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Before. I was thinking about I wouldn't say that he's black hat though. He's more of a enterprise.
Yeah, he
Like-
mainly does. He mainly does enterprise SEO.
yeah, like paying $400 for an article and stuff. And I talked to him, it was totally like we were two different people chatting, you know?
Yeah, he's like, he did an announcement. He was like, this upcoming Friday or Saturday, we're going to have the king of GME SEO. I'm like, I didn't know I was a king. I'm glad I was informed of this information. I did not know this.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I like when he does those entries. It makes you, it made me feel like a king, dude. It was like the way
I was sitting there, I think, Michael Merlino, he sent me a video and said, hey, you need to check out this guy, the way he does his stuff. And I said, that's what made me get the Stream Deck. And I'm sitting there watching this video, and halfway through it, he goes, and on this upcoming episode, we're going to have William Jones from Rank Fortress, the king of GNB. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's why we were chatting. You got all quiet. I couldn't hear what he was hearing.
Yeah.
So Chris, he's showing me that when he had got the Stream Deck, like he was like, look at the way I could do the intro and the outro and the GIFs and all this cool shit, right? And I was like, yo, that's dope. You stepping your shit up. I was like, yo, matter of fact, let me show you somebody. I never watched their interviews because I'm not into that type of SEO, but the dude's production game is tight. So I send him Dre's channel, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be a speaker on there like next Friday. And he starts show me the premiere, and then he ends up watching a video of himself, and he's all quiet. I'm like, what's he saying? He was like,
I hadn't even seen it, and that's why I was like, I didn't know I was a king.
That was some real life time shit. I just found out what it was he heard though, because he didn't tell me that day. That's funny. Yeah, Dre got some good production though. That, like Chris said, I've heard him do an intro one time, and I was like, crazy. Oh hell yeah! Like I was ready to go, baby.
Yeah,
like, if that would have been me, I would have been ready to freestyle or fight or do something.
It was wild. I like his stuff though. It's pretty darn good. Yeah, man.
Jason, Chris, I have a Facebook group called Rank and Rent for Babies. Do you want to come do a video and a live pitch your training?
I don't mind. I mean, hey, I'd have no problem coming in and chatting with them or answering questions and then maybe feed it in, but not just to pitch the training. No, I don't want to. But I don't mind coming in, adding value, seeing who likes me, who doesn't, and then at the end, maybe offering something. That's cool. I have no problem with that.
Hey, Chris, could I ask about, I see on your website here, like you have a group coaching and a Chris Palmer's brain box, and is that two? So two separate. One is, I guess, all your stuff. The group coaching, can you? How does that go? Is it a kind of like this kind of setting, or?
It's kind of like this. You know, when I'm trying to get, I'm getting off of it.
Okay.
Because I'm moving more into a local and GMB testing group. I'm still going to do hot seat like this, but I want to keep them separate. And then I do like private consulting. So private, a group hot seat like this.
Wait, you're not canceling our coaching. I think that maybe I'm gonna have to whip your ass if you think that's gonna happen.
No, I'm not canceling.
I know where you live, my man. I'm gonna be there next weekend.
That's true. Maybe I shouldn't have had that.
I told you I owe you a headlock. I have no problem jumping on a flight.
He's been telling me for about 2-3 weeks he's updating it. I told him, so as soon as you're done updating it, let me know, because I want to be in it.
Yeah, I'm moving the stuff.
I'm trying to give you money. I'm like, money. Here's some money, Chris. Money.
My original idea was I wanted to do like group consulting, get in there, answer the questions, see what problems there were. And then my goal was to teach whatever the training was. So that way I could do it all in one day and get paid for it. Right. But it didn't work out that way. So, and then it takes away from the testing and stuff that I really, 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 really like.
That's because you do like 6 hours of coaching.
I know.
No one else in their right mind would do that.
Yeah, it's a little wild, huh? I was trying to deliver as much as possible, but because you never know. Like
6 hours of coaching,
converted into coaching / testing, right?
And that's it. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's right.
Word. And listen, man. I'm down to get in there as a paid tester or however you want to work it out. Cause I think I'm not a part of anything like that, but boy, I'd love to be a part where people are actually coming together and testing shit together.
That's
Oof,
exactly what
man.
Well, and I was in love with because I'm a part of 2 other testing groups, and I used to really love them, and they steered away from how they started, and I like in my mind blew up, but it's not the same way as it used to be. Like they don't do the fun stuff. It's all like super like, I don't know, so boring, and I don't like it as much. So I just want to do the fun stuff. Like the newest tools came out, like, does it work? Like that dude came out, you know what I mean? Like if I blast a CID with backlinks, does that tank it? Like, is it true? We don't know, but if we have a test and we documented it and proved it, okay, that's legit. So that's my main.
That's what we need, a GMB strictly test group, right? Just test all the GMB shit. That would be nice.
That's exactly it. Local and maps and GMB. That's right. That's it. And we're just going to take donors. Like these guys are getting all fancy with it and make it like, and they're like scrutinizing each other.
I think you should do both.
What's that?
I think you should do both. You should keep the coaching, maybe not have 6 hours, and then do like the testing coaching for those groups.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Holly, you talking about the group coaching, Holly?
Yes, because I really like the group coaching with him. Okay. It's not so much that I'm learning a ton, because I am learning a lot of stuff, but I like what everyone else is bringing to the table. I like looking at what other people are doing, because maybe they're doing it on a different approach, and you don't get that in any other
way.
That's right.
Other way. So that's why I really enjoy the group coaching.
Yep, and it's a small group. Everybody's pretty open. Like I see, that's another thing I really like about it. Like and 2, I want it all to be in one. That's why I'm going to put it in here. So this way I have the social too, so I can get rid of Facebook. If you want to come and deal with me and talk with me, it's here, you know. That's what I'm hoping. Straight SEO mastermind. I got my own app.
I'm going to argue with you when you're going to go live on it. Just
so, because you don't want it on podium. Sorry, Holly.
Go ahead, Mike.
All right. So you said you were trying to move off this platform, so like I shouldn't continue signing up for this group coaching right now, or just do it and you'll
do it. Just do it.
That's
what you can sign up.
Follow my gut. Just get in there.
Sign up now, because the people that are on and that have been consistent with me, I'm gonna I consider it like grandfathering in. Because everybody that's there has been there pretty much since the beginning. So I'm just going to move them over to the higher tier on the new platform. Plus the billing's the same. It'll still Stripe. It'll still auto. I don't have to worry about it. It'll still be the same processor. So if you're going to do it now. That way it'll be cheaper. I'm going to jack the price up too.
Chris, drop me the link. I'm coming in.
Just look up Chris Palmer SEO. You see his beautiful picture. I mean, he's the best looking man in Baltimore, I've heard.
Yeah.
Besides that. Yeah, just go to his site. It's right on there. Yep. I'm going to force you into this coach. I'm going to send so many people. You'll be like, I can't do both. God damn it.
Tom, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to do, I am doing both.
If you do want to
cut it down a little.
Tom, so if you do want to ever get a GMB in Baltimore, I only have about 5 of them.
Hey, Chris, if you do split the classes up or whatever like that, just make sure I'm in there and in Holly's course and room.
Oh yeah, that's exact, and that's what I'm planning on doing. It's going to be, because right now I do every Thursday for 6 hours, and then I come here, right? So I'm just going to do, instead of it being 6 hours of just group consulting, it'll be 3 and 3, or I might even stretch it farther depending on what I'm doing. I don't know.
You were really doing 6-hour sessions?
Yeah, he does. I'm in both of his groups.
Every week?
Both his groups. Every Thursday.
Every week for
6 hours, man. Crazy.
That's heavy. Yeah, that's heavy.
Yep. And then I come here and then I have, like the day's work that I push to the side until night.
And it's not like repeat shit either, where you're hearing it from like the week before, because even though it's the same people, it's like, okay, so the next step is, so I've done this, what is the next step? So then, you know what I mean? So like, it's really good, and it's so cheap. So
yeah, a lot of people are, some people are,
he needs to like put a couple zeros behind that.
Yeah, I'm gonna up the number. And two, like I was taking a look at the quality of material that was coming out of a certain, like a heavy hitters group. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
I was looking at the quality coming out of there. I really like the layout or whatever, but the price point is what struck me as wild, you know. So I'm thinking with the testing aspect plus the group consulting, I can raise the price slightly, for sure, without a doubt. Now that I see other people doing like really insane numbers, I just never put the. That just seems really like who can like how did
We had a long conversation the other day, Holly, me and him, and I was showing him stuff, and he was
Yeah.
like, "What? What?" I'm like, "Dude, you
I've
could be
been telling
banking
him to
seven
get his
figures."
prices up, like for 6 months. I'm like, dude, you got to like, it's
Nuts.
you got to put some extra zeros on that shit.
and
Man.
it's too late. And then
Dude,
sometimes
no
I feel
one
like
does 6 hours of coaching in a day. No one does. I'm $1,000 an hour, and that is a 1 hour, and it's 45 minutes of me talking and 15 minutes of them asking questions. Nobody is 6 hours. Seriously, you make me look bad when you do that shit.
Hey, Chris, I'm buying it now. Do I get the group SEO coaching or the brain box group consulting?
yeah. So a secret, since you're in this as a private group, if you pay for the if I'm pretty sure, I don't think my VA shut it off. If you grab the brain box, you'll actually, it opens the gate for all the trainings, even the hidden ones. So that's up to you. But yeah, it doesn't matter any of those. If you get in now, you know, I'll move you over when I goes over to the next group, like the other platform.
Okay, so do the brain box group consulting and I'll get in the thing you were just talking about.
Yep. Yeah. But you can get in, like, if you want to meet every single week for 6 hours, the other one is perfectly fine. It's up to you. The only benefit of the brain box right now currently is that it allows you to get other stuff.
I want to talk CTR. That's what I want. Which one do I pick?
Yeah, so that could be the group consulting, and we could do that right here. What are you trying to learn?
Oh, you don't want to start me from the beginning and hold up all these people. Yeah, I need to learn how to do traffic to rank maps listings. You don't want to do that to me in front of all these people.
Oh,
okay. I'll go through your training.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, and very, very, very soon, you know, just save it. It'll be serpclick.io. Serpclick.io. Get on that list.
Okay.
I'm only going to take 75 people. So if that's what you're after and you want it done right, I would get on that list, because I should be able to get, you know, the slots filled very, very quickly. I'm thinking. But yeah, it's just a form. It's just I don't know what she threw up there, but whatever's there should be an email box.
It's a sign up form. If you go up the top right, you just sign up.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything there, but if there is
on your website, it's purple, just says SERP-Click.io tools for SEO.
Oh yeah, it's just filler.
And then at the top it says sign up, and it's a form. So just sign up there.
Oh, there's like, this is so weird. Oh, the panel. Yeah, because it's a panel. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. I told her clean that. I just want a form there. It's just like, it doesn't even exist. It's just a page, but she didn't, maybe she didn't do it yet. I don't know. So is there any, what other questions do we have? I'm hoping something good. I want my brain to just explode.
Oh, I just heard something, Holly. There was a certain post on someone's story timeline, and they so happenly deleted it once they found out it wasn't just me behind it.
For which, just now?
Yesterday. Because remember, for that one term that you did, and you woke me up and you knocked someone off 400 fucking pages, and they were like, Oh, Holly's behind this.
Oh yeah, most people when they find out it's me, they just shut their mouth, which is a good. Just shut your mouth.
That's all I want. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
And I'm definitely not trying to start a fight with anyone. You
Nope.
know, sometimes I just am bored and try to make people famous.
Oh, love you guys. Y'all are a trip.
That's funny.
And Chris, I'm gonna take Chris's picture and be like, "Don't make me crack a bitch." Put him in his hacker hoodie.
What have you been doing? Oh man, I heard something really interesting, and maybe Holly could help me with this. So he won't let me in the group, but I got some guys that are in his group that they don't understand things, but I guess there's a particular person that's utilizing, like, let's say you have a domain. Let's say it's localseoservices.com. All right. Now you would go out and buy localseoservices.net, localseoservices.co, all of them. Basically fill those up with filler content with variations of keywords. Also put banner traffic to them, maybe bots and other things. And then they are utilizing a cloak of some sort and sending it into the maps assets. Does any of this make sense, or is this just gibberish? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Holly specifically?
Yeah, it's just a. So is your question that does it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, because your Google is going to. It depends on what kind of redirect they're using. I mean, if you're using like my Java redirect, Google reads what is on the website and then the redirects over to the maps. But if you're using like not a redirect, like a 307 or 304, whatever the hell they are called, Google's going to pick that up eventually, so there's no point to use those.
Oh, so that redirect that you're utilizing, that you offer, is a non-time-based event?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Wow,
And
you sell that for $100?
It what?
And that's only $100?
Yeah. So Google will read what's on the website.
Of course.
And it will always be on, as long as that's always on the website, that's what Google will see. And then when you click on it through Google, obviously you go through your Java. So as long as you don't delete the Java or the hosting you don't delete it, then it won't go anywhere.
Because that's usually the problem with like the time-based stuff, like those type, like I'm not a reader, like these redirects and whatnot. They don't work because it's going to wait for the script to run out. Like it's going to wait the time or whatever. So that's interesting.
Right. That's why you host the Java redirect on your own hosting. So and you can turn it on and off when you want to, but it'll always be there regardless. Even if you turn it off, that Java redirect will be there. It just won't follow through it.
That's cool. That's cool. I've bought scripts before for far more. I bought a pop under script, pop over, whatever you want to call it. I bought a script. It was $180, and they figured it out. It was beating them. It was launching multiple pages. It was really unique.
I think that I can get it to we can put in 10 endpoints in the redirect and it'll spin through it, but I haven't really needed to do that. So I think it's a possibility, but I have to mess around with the code.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like those. That's cool. That's pretty unique. So you're thinking that script, along with that strategy that I laid out, is that very similar to, and that seems to be effective, you think, for the?
Oh yeah, because I've been doing that Java redirect since I think 2016 maybe. And I still have stuff up from 2016 that is still indexed what was on the page.
And then what's that gentleman's name? Jason, I think. Is that the
You
guy?
talking to me?
Yeah, Jason, did you purchase that for $100?
No, I did the 55.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you're not seeing one of those trainings, it is effective if you have the resources. I would give you the access to the emulators, but it doesn't matter if you skipped it. It's okay. I wasn't sure if you saw it or not. I haven't gone in there in a long time. I had my VA go in and she was supposed to clean everything up. I don't usually check her work. Maybe I should start.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite catching what you're saying.
If you gave me $100, I was going to give you that course, but you didn't opt in for it. I wasn't sure if it was showing or not.
Oh, I misunderstood what.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It doesn't matter. I was just
Okay.
curious.
Okay.
So
problem.
Chris, between the 55 a month and the 100 a month, the 100 a month comes with all your courses. Is that all this stuff that's locked that I see back here? Or
Not the locked stuff, but there's hidden stuff in there. Like I had, I'm pretty sure the database is in there, like all the themes and all the plugins, like Word stuff, WordPress stuff. I was working really close with a guy that, like, that's his whole job, his whole business. So I have access to like everything under the sun, and I had the whole zip in there. I don't know how old it is, but that's in there. All types of lists of like schema. The old drive stack stuff is in there. All the old stuff that's probably hidden is sitting in there. The CTR stuff is in there. Scripts are in there, like all kinds of stuff. That's why I was asking, like, hey, did you pay? And is it showing you all that stuff in there? Or
because I paid and I see a bunch of stuff. Some of it says free, some of it is like you have to buy it, but I do see a pretty big list of stuff here.
Okay, and is one of them in there? Does it say CTR manipulation? Do you see that?
Yeah, it says it says bulk CTR manipulation training. Well, oh no, actually that says completed, because I think I had bought that from you a while ago. That shit was too complicated for me. That's the only CTR thing that I see. Bulk CTR manipulation training.
Okay, so that's interesting.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff though. Google My Business Mind Map, Google Stacks, GSA Engine Ranker, High Authority Backlinks.
Tools in there too. That tool, it works. It only works in the UK, but that's an automated pin dropper. Is what that tool does.
Wait, which one? Which one is that?
Okay, there should be a script in there. Again, unless she stripped it out, I created a tool. Let me see what's I got going on in here. I don't really even look at this.
Snap Pro, damn, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, it looks like she got a few things, but that's okay. Let me see. Yeah, Snap Pro, that was a cool tool. I left that in there. People were still buying it. I give away and it auto updates. So like Thrive Architect, that's a pretty expensive tool. And it auto updates. The other one is what's that tool called? Oh, WP Rocket. I think that's probably hidden, but that's in there. I also ripped Rank Math. That's in there, the pro version. Google My Business Verification Automation. Oh, the UK one I took out, but I got the Canada in there. That's a pin dropper, automated pin dropper. Like it creates pins, unverified listings.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, which one is that? I guess I don't think I see that one. What's it named?
Yeah, it's hidden. Google.
Oh, it's hidden. Okay.
Google Business. Yeah, you should see it though if you paid. Google Business Verification Canada. It says beta version, but it's unless they changed the code significantly, it'll still work. What else is going on in here? Yeah, man. But what you're looking for is CTR traffic manipulation network training. That's the one that you probably want. The only caveat in there is you have to go looking out for custom ROMs. You need to get a custom ROM. Once you get the custom ROM, if you have the bandwidth or whatnot, or if you have the CPU power, basically, you'll be able to do it very successfully. That's why I was asking the other gentleman, like, hey, if you're seeing that, check that out. You just, as long as you have the resources available, not money resources, but CPU power, you know, you can set that up pretty successfully. I mean, you can't like do the driving and a lot of the cooler stuff, but as far as traffic, definitely, you know, head over to RSox, get yourself a proxy, plug into the API, switch that proxy automatically every 2 minutes. You can get a lot done with that. Works very effectively. Some people loved it. Other people were like, it's too hard, but it definitely still works. And then the enterprise, what I was going to do was give up the tapes on how, like all the stuff that I learned along the way as I was trying to set up the physical network. But I opted out, but I was still taking in emails to see how many people to see, you know. What I was going to do was just like see if I could get 100 people to sign up. If I could get 100 people to sign up and then raise the price, I would have did it, but I never got the 100. So I was like, I'm not going to sell that. I wanted to do 100 at 5. I would have did it.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of stuff back here.
I'm just being open and honest with you guys, you know. It's a private group. That's just the truth.
Shit, that's how I like it. That's the only thing I like.
Yeah, but you should see that though. I'll go in there and hook you up if you're.
And I think I was wrong because at first it looked like everything was locked, but I'm pretty sure I just was able to access everything that I could see. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you should see, I'm looking for, I don't know, because I got a bug up my butt. I was starting to get a little concerned with certain things that I had on here. It looks like she cleaned it, but like if you guys want like the pro version of WP Rocket and it's clean, you could like virus test it or whatever. I won't plug it. Usually like when I share them on say like Blackout World or whatever, it's for like affiliate commissions, but these ones were clean. Yeah, but I don't see it on here actually. Rank Math is probably an older version. I wouldn't do that one. I gave it away for free. I wouldn't use that. It's probably old.
So Chris, you guys meet every Thursday at noon for the CTR training.
Well, we could talk about CTRs, whatever you want. But every single Thursday at 12 Eastern Standard Time. So from 12 to 6 p.m.
Awesome.
Oh my God, but you actually have it slided off like that, 12 to 6. Yeah, my first advice is start letting people know, hey, it's gonna be 12 to whenever we finish, so that maybe you don't have to dedicate yourself to 6 hours.
This is a week either. Like people.
I missed one. Yeah.
Did you? Oh, that's because you were
Speaking.
on vacation. Or you were NFG.
Yep. Yeah. That was totally worth it. Yeah, and you know, I tried it. I did, and I even covered it with the boss. You know, with my girlfriend beforehand. Like I told her, you know, whatever. She actually picked the day. I said, what day, no matter what, is going to be clear. She said Thursday is the good day for me. I said Thursday it is. You got it, honey. You won't see me at all on Thursday.
You're a good man checking with the wife first.
Oh, absolutely.
Smart man. Very smart man.
Very smart man.
Yep. I always I let her pick the day. That was for sure. GMB secrets. Yeah, I was thinking about doing this, man. I couldn't, this mind blowing. I even shared it publicly, briefly online. I put it in here. I was going to do a GMB. I called it GMB secrets. I mean, I guess it's secrets to some. View as a customer. Let me see if I still have the file in there. 20 people only. Yeah. So I'll expect, oh, I see what I did here. So what I was going to teach inside of there, I don't know if that would interest anybody, but it was like, you guys probably know about the pins, right? Did you guys learn about the, you know, the verified reviews or negative reviews? You know about that, right? How about Mike? I'm sure maybe does.
Say that again, Chris. I was choking.
Do you know about the negative reviews and how to make the most relevant reviews? I think I shared that with this group.
No, I don't think I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like, well, I mean, I taught it to show a positive result to be able to get things pushed down, but you know, a lot of people do it in reverse. And then the pins, how to get the pins to actually rank. And then I was going to give up I have two pretty good, I actually know 3 really good methods, but 2 of them I would share as far as verifying is concerned.
And Jason, he shows that in the coaching. He showed that last weekend.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
recorded too.
Yeah, it's in there. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Like it's $50 for 6 hours. I mean, I honestly can't give any reason why someone should not be in it.
Yeah, Holly, you're the reason I'm in. You sold me a couple days ago already. But today just extra sold me. Yeah, I'll be there. Well, I can't come next
Thursday
Thursday.
we'll be in Pennsylvania.
Right, I was just about to say, I've got my own speaking event, but
Yeah.
I'll be there the one after and I'll have some questions maybe written
Awesome.
down.
That sounds good. Oh,
Since
Jason,
Christmas so close, you should come to Pennsylvania. Me and Jason are both going to be there.
Are you speaking, Holly?
I'm not scheduled to speak, but you know how that goes.
Right, like if somebody calls in sick.
so wait, there's a conference right in Pennsylvania? An SEO
Philadelphia.
conference?
Yeah, in Philly, the local client takeover crew.
With Chaz Edwards. Look up Web 2.0.
Oh, Chaz,
Mastermind.
okay. That's interesting.
It's next weekend, November. It's next Saturday and Sunday.
Local client takeover. Chaz Chaz isn't associated with the Mark.
He
Mark
was.
Wickenbaugh?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his
What do you? Maybe I shouldn't say. I
brother-in-law.
didn't have a good interaction with that gentleman.
You didn't, Chaz?
No, Chaz, I never had any issues with at all.
Oh, with Mark?
With Mark, yeah, I was trying to finagle with him a little bit. And 2, he had like a tool, or maybe he's promoting somebody's tool. Yeah, I thought I didn't have a good interaction. I don't want to say too much, but
Well,
I
he
didn't have a
won't
good
be
interaction.
there, so I don't think he's will be there, Jason, right?
Mark's not going to be there.
Yeah, it's just Chaz's.
Oh,
Group.
cool. It's interesting. Awesome.
Yeah, they used.
You want me
they
to
used
send you a link, Chris?
Yeah, that's in Philadelphia. That could be doable depending on the day.
It's Saturday, Sunday, next weekend.
Yeah, if you want to speak, we could probably get you a free ticket,
Well,
free hotel room and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you the leader of the crew?
No. But me, like either me or Holly could reach out to Chaz and ask him. And I'm sure with your credentials that he would fit you in.
Next Sunday.
I just sent it to you on Facebook.
Okay. As I said before, let me double
It's
check
Saturday,
my
Sunday,
mind.
next weekend.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris, all you got to do, bro, is hire a bodyguard and you just became an SEO star like you said you wanted to be earlier. There you
Yeah.
go. Free hotel, free ticket. All you need is a bodyguard, baby boy.
I'll lend
You
you,
good to
I'll lend
go.
you Lonnie, Chris.
There you go.
Sheesh. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a matter of, because that's a close one. It's just a matter of what because it's a weekend. What's the plan, or what are we
Even
doing?
if you can only come on like Sunday, you know what I mean?
Right. Hey, Chris, can you like just drop me a PM on Messenger so we can connect? And I'll see if Chaz is interested and then I'll message you.
Hey, Jason, I'm just gonna FYI ya, he's terrible with Messenger, so you have to literally text him sometimes.
Okay.
That's a
You
fact.
agree, Chris?
I don't want to
I
ask
am,
for
man.
Chris Palmer's cell phone, so.
I'm bad. People, yeah, I'm pretty bad there. Got me.
Yeah,
But Holly, you're able to reach Chris, right?
yes.
Okay.
I
can
know
reach
where the
out.
man lives. I can reach him.
Okay.
All right, so let's Jay, but yeah, it's still good to have you. I don't mind. We can still. I do come on there sometimes. I'm not the best. Just texting me is probably the best way to go. Jason GUI.
Jason, I'll send you his number.
Okay, is that okay with you, Chris?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Sure.
Okay.
570-810-1080.
And what would you speak about? Like I assume CTR. That's all I know you from.
So,
what would you speak about if you wanted to speak about anything?
Well, what's the overall objective of the talk, and what else is going on there? Like, what are you talking about? Or what is
I'm talking about Google AdWords, but I'm the only one doing that. It's an SEO convention, but it does seem like lately a lot of their stuff has been about growing your agency. Whereas in the old days, it used to be about how to rank in maps. I was kind of surprised at the last one 2 years ago when they were talking about how to grow your agency, but there was some really good stuff in there. Like they were the ones that got me to high ticket. They were the ones 5 years ago that taught me how to rank, and then got me high ticket 2 years ago. And so I think it's going to be about agency, but Holly just dropped you a link if you want to see. That'll show what all the speakers are about. And
okay.
It says is pretty cool where if he's interested in your topic, I think he probably would fit you in. You know what I mean? Like and a lot of it is roundtable, probably discussions too. So even if you don't speak, they'll give you speaking like discussions time. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's cool. Yeah, as long as I get the green light, but it's so close. That's literally.
I think with Jason, there's got to be at least 30 people going, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's 12 speakers, unless we're all speaking to each other.
Yeah.
So wow, that's quite interesting. I was thinking about that. Holly, how come you don't hold your own conference?
I am. I usually do every couple years.
She's doing a mastermind. She already mentioned it in, I think, Milwaukee or someplace.
Yeah, it's in Milwaukee.
Okay.
I do it every couple years. So the first one I charged $5,000. Michael came to that one. And I sold out. I think I sold 25 tickets. I sold out. I had a waiting list. I don't like doing them because I don't like fucking people. So when I have them, then I have to talk to people, and I don't like people. So.
Well, you know what I like better than people though, Holly?
What?
Money.
Benjamins.
Yeah.
What?
Those are handy.
Benjamin's money.
I know, but I mean, I'm not a friendly
25 people times $5,000 each. I kind of think I would get over my, we're going to talk. We definitely going to talk.
Holly, I would have never got that impression of you from our time.
I know, because me and you said at the bar, like, I like my little crew of people, right?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
I don't like a
You
lot
could tell.
of people, but
You could tell who Holly kind of likes and doesn't like.
pretty
Yep.
easily.
Yeah, she goes where she's gonna be. You kind of know if you can go over there or not, and then she's cool about it. But it's like, like kind of like maybe if you were not the popular kid in school, don't sit over there, sit over there.
But I don't want to be the popular kid. I just want to like do my own thing. But when I have your own conference, you got to have your speakers. I had a DJ or like a speaker dude. it was a really like.
There's a lot of work to it, not just
$5,000.
hey, let's get together and do it. It's a lot of work.
When people are spending $5,000 in February in Chicago, man, you got to like be on point the whole weekend. It's so stressful. So I am having one in Milwaukee, and I think William's going to come right in February.
I'm doing my best is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try my best to come to Milwaukee in February. Me and Michael have talked about, he says, if I get the plane ticket to let him know, it's a matter of
if he comes, I even told Brent, I said, yo, bro,
if I come, I'm bringing a bodyguard.
We going. Nah, you don't need no bodyguard with me around, bro. I am the bodyguard. I'll backslap the shit out of somebody.
Talk to Mike Merlino. Go smoke a joint with him and chill your ass out.
Chi-Town ain't too far from where we'll be. Got hitters out there. Don't worry about
My
it.
bodyguard will happily smoke the joint with you, man.
Yeah.
Fun. I just
Sorry, I had a call. I had to step out. That's why I went away for a bit. I was dealing with my project manager and the other guy. We're hiring another floor manager that will be starting in mid-November. So, and I was telling him, I said, get ready, Chris. We're about there. We're about there.
Oh, I'm there.
So they're excited and ready. They're like, come on. Part of
Yeah,
CPM, baby. CPM. What's CPM? Chris Palmer Marketing.
Yeah, and I'm thinking too, like how cool are those workers in-house, William? Since we're getting
All
way off
in-house,
track.
every one of them.
Okay, and they're super trustworthy.
Yep, every one of them. I've had people actually try to hire my workers, Chris, from me, and them actually tell me. So they literally would say, if anyone ever came to them, say, hey, just picking a name, Jason Guy contacted us. He's trying to hire one of us. And he would be like, just wanted to let you know, just picking a name out the hat. That's all. And I literally fired a client one time and said, I don't want to deal with them no more. Y'all can deal with them if you want. It's going to be an extra $2,000 in your pocket if you do it. And they tell me, we don't ever want to work for nobody but you.
That's awesome.
So I got loyalty with that. So, so that's not a problem whatsoever.
Was there any other questions or anything else that
Let's
maybe
see who you
just to help
got. Maybe see
anybody?
if y'all missed anything. Bambi, I get up at 5 a.m. every day. You're in Brisbane. Patrick, please explain more about how to put a word on a page without the word showing and deal with Google waiting for a script to run and meta refresh. Did y'all touch that one?
So, wait a second. Something meta refresh, JavaScript, how to get the script to run?
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
a
about JavaScript.
that's a massive exploit.
Chris, what kind of resources do we need in terms of processing power to run your CTR? To run actually with Chris's CTR, the point is to hire Chris. But if you're talking about to set up a network is what I think you're talking about. Set up your own network.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, like what kind of budget? 55 will probably get you 10. 155, and then 155 times 155, 255, 355, 355 a month to set it up. Initially. You need at least $355 just for the servers and the proxies. That would be at least $355. And you'd be able to cycle through devices. That's relatively simple. Yeah, at least $355 just for the VPS, or more so a dedicated server. You need a dedicated gaming server because you have to have a GPU. And aside from that, you would also need mobile proxy that has API so you can connect, or you have to build your own. So, yeah, at least $355 a month just for those two things. Yeah, and that would you'd be able to manage one account on that. So it's relatively expensive, really.
All right, guys, we're pretty much done for the day. We're at the end of the questions, and I will be on here tomorrow. Is officially going to be y'all's, today's y'all's Thursday, so Friday will be Kevin, and we'll be talking about how to scale your agency, basically how to do exactly what I do, so but using tools and stats. So and then on also going to be doing as well, of course, the scaling with your VAs. And then on the weekends, we have crypto and we also have lead snaps. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. Appreciate you, Holly. Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you, Mike.
All right.
And
Have a
we'll
good
see
night,
you
y'all.
soon. Y'all have a good one, man.
See you in the next one.
Bye, Chris.
So-
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you. Have a great day. Oh, hey, excuse me, William, before you go.
Yep.
I'm moving these things over. I think I'm missing something here. I'm going to figure this out. What I really want is any of the if there's new people interested, I'm really just trying to get people into here.
Yep.
So as soon as I get these loaded in here, that'll be the first Facebook message. All right.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it, buddy. I'll be waiting on it. Thank you, man.
Yep.
You too.